it. Honestly, but until one of my friends, I haven't touched anything else since. And hey guys, this is Alex HD Gaming here, and on Legends, Apex is Apex is always dead, but I don't think so. Honestly, it's one of my favourite games to play. It matters what your opinion. It doesn't matter what anyone's opinion is. Honestly, just think what you want. Apex Legends. Even though you may have seen me, I may be a bit trash at the game. You know, I actually have been. I have been looking to look now. Some of these now. Now. First of all, let's try before anything else. Let's try and understand the legends. First of all, we have Bloodhound. Bloodhound is actually one of my favourites out of every single Apex Legends. No, out of every single character out of Apex Legends. Now he has an awesome new skin in Apex Elite, which honestly I really like. It's basically just a gold Bloodhound. Yeah, basically it's just that. Bloodhound can see people through walls. Yeah, he's basically a wall hacker. He's basically if he has like a longbow or maybe any other kind of sniper, he's basically the Widowmaker of Apex Legends. I'd probably say Bloodhound is actually one of my favourites out of every single Apex Legends. But I'd probably say if I had to, he's probably my third favourite. But if we're gonna talk about my first favourite, we're gonna have to be talking about Wraith. Just play Wraith. Now, Wraith is actually my favourite for many reasons, and I do not say that lightly. Now, Wraith compared to all the other legends has the smallest hitbox in the game, as well as she has a get out of jail free card if you're ever in a sticky situation. If you ever want to get somebody who's being crowded by a teammate, who's being crowded by a whole team, just go into the void and just use your get out of jail free card, or go into the void, as a lot of people say, and take out literally everybody, and then you can take out literally everybody. Also, while you're in the void, you're invisible, which is pretty obvious, and that's one of my favourite things about Wraith. Her ultimate ability, which is actually one of my favourite abilities, can create portals for you and your friends. And also, but it doesn't last for that long, but it lasts for as long as it needs be. If you want to go from Skulltown maybe from Skulltown to Market, that's probably about how far it goes. But that's my favourite thing about Wraith. If you guys don't like Wraith, don't send hate. Wraith is my favourite character in the game, and I don't say that lightly. Next up, we have Bangladesh, Bangalore, Banana Jordans, Bangalore. Now, Bangalore is a professional soldier. That depends on the player, really. Now, Bangalore is another one of my favourite legends to use. She can deploy smoke canisters, and well, she's just all out amazing. She can call them nukes of Kim Jong-un, and she can call in the nukes of Kim Jong-un and land them on the Apex Island. Honestly, not many people get actually blown up by this. They escape. But the only thing is, if you want to cover a small area, if you want to cover a certain area with nukes, then go on. Bangalore is the person to use if you want to use her ultimate. You just have to throw a grenade out to where you want them put, and there you go. But another legend that I really like is of course Pathfinder. Sorry about that. Another legend that I really like is Pathfinder. Pathfinder is one of my favourite legends. Is another one of my favourite legends because of how he swings around the map like a madman. He's another support character, but honestly, I don't really see how he could be a supportive character compared to Lifeline, which we're going to talk about in a second. And Pathfinder's ultimate can deploy zipline, and with everybody, and also everybody can ride on it. You just have to pick the location. It's basically a longer version of a grappler, but stays there, but basically just stays there forever. It doesn't show up on your next game though, sadly. Otherwise, the map would be bombarded with zip lines. Now, Pathfinder being quite a sleek robot, let's just say, has probably one of the largest hitboxes in the game. I actually, when I found out about this, it was actually pretty much a shock, because I looked at every single Apex Legends hero, and I believe that Octane has the second smallest hitbox, while Ruth has the smallest. Pathfinder has actually the third biggest hitbox in the game. I thought he would have like the third or maybe even the fourth, but honestly, no. Like Pathfinder. Dude, what are you doing? Like, what secrets you got going around there, bro? What secrets you got going around there, bro? And next up, we have Lifeline. Tell me what is not cool about this character. Yeah, that's right. Nothing isn't cool. Now you see, Lifeline is probably my second favorite. Is probably I don't know where to put Lifeline. Honestly, it's hard. But I've learned throughout all of Apex Legends that Lifeline is probably one of the most useful characters to use. She has a faster heal time. She has a faster time on her by, I believe, 10 or something %. Also, I swear I'm coming down with something. Also, she has a little heal drone that pumps feel good juice into your friends and also your enemies. Sadly, now you have the option of this to you have the option to either camp the whole game out as Lifeline or just go into battle, heal up, go into battle, heal up, go into battle, heal up. Honestly, the second option is actually one of my favorites to do, because if you just camp out the whole game, you're not going to get any wins. Occasionally it's okay to do so, but not really with Lifeline. Lifeline's a supportive character, and what's the good if you can't use her? Now we're going to be talking about another one, probably my second favourite out of all of Apex Legends. It is Octane. Octane was the first ever Bible legend that I actually ever got. Mirage is my last, and now Octane is, what can I say about him? Octane was actually the latest character to be released, and honestly, I'm not sure no one's ever put down the controller when they're playing him since. He's fast, he's furious, he looks like Keanu Reeves, brother, and yeah, that's basically it. But Octane puts drugs into him, puts pretty much drugs into him to make him go faster for about 6 to 4 seconds. Honestly, that's one of my favourite. Here's the downside: he loses health. He would be hard. Now the thing is, if I was making a list, he'd probably be. If I was making a list about favourites, he would be the number 2 spot. But if I was making a list about actual good Apex Legends, I'd probably put him in the number 4. I'd probably put him in like the number 4 spot, because of not because of his hitbox, because of his ultimate ability. If his ultimate ability was better, he would obviously be higher on any list. It's just a jump pad. Believe it or not, it recharges are very, 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 very fast. But honestly, I don't really see how it can be useful, except for getting up to high ground, which is good. But Pathfinder Zipline can do that as well. I don't really see like the option doing that with Octane. If you're gonna do anything, make him go like extra fast for like 30 seconds. Yeah. But still, have Octane's ultimate fixed. Now we have my least favourite legend, Gibraltar. Gibraltar is literally useless. I'm gonna come right out and say it. Gibraltar is useless. I've never seen a legend so terrible. Gibraltar, alongside having the biggest hitbox in the game, has probably one of the most idiotic abilities ever. Well, he throws down a shield. For his tactical, he throws down a shield, and for his ultimate, he calls down a bombard of missiles, similar to Bangalore. but only in one spot, not in it, not anywhere else. Gibraltar just throws that, but Gibraltar's shield, he has a hand shield which can literally be destroyed in an instant, and also he has a huge dome of protection that neither you or your friends can shoot through. Believe it or not, it is good for getting some protection, maybe getting some heat and revives in. I'm trying to look for the good spots, but Gibraltar, other than that, pretty much useless. Now we have Caustic, who's an arsehole. Alongside having the second biggest hitbox in the game, he can poison. If you go to the bunker in the map, you will literally get so many kills. You'll get so many kills faster than you can say. Caustic has the second largest hitbox in the game. And also maybe even faster than Kevin Spacey, as Kevin Spacey is going to jail in the next 20 years. No, I like Caustic because of how strong, not because of his Nox gas, probably because of how well fortified he is. Caustic and Gibraltar have this ability called Fortified, which reduces damage taken by 10%, and that is useful. But I'd probably say body shields just do that. Body shields just take up that damage for you. They just soak up damage. But still, Caustic. If I had to pick somebody for going to bunker, Caustic would be my first choice, as Caustic can literally take out anyone with his Nox gas. It will keep on damaging somebody. Also, you can block doors with them. So, yeah. And if you're gonna hide, here's a tip as well. If you're gonna hide Caustic's Nox gases anywhere, and Nox canisters anywhere, hide them in corners of houses where people can't see them. Especially hide them in like the grassy areas of some houses, because you know there is grassy areas. Not unless you're a noob. But now we're gonna go on to the guns themselves. But let me get into the game first. Now, guns themselves are actually found within the map, and also oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about where to drop. Now, you know everything about the legends, but where are you gonna drop? Well, I'd suggest, my friends, you should either drop Hot Zone, or you should either drop out of these three locations: Skulltown, Hot Zone, Skulltown, the Hot Zone, which marks the area of a fully equipped weapon. Last thing is, hands down, one of my favourite things. And that is Skulltown. Skulltown's one of my favourite places to go, and if I'm ever chosen as a jump master, you know that's where I'm gonna go. I know you guys have seen me be a bit cowardly and a lot in the past, but I've learned, don't do that. Don't do that. If you just camp out the whole game, you're basically asking to, die. You won't get any good loot, and
win again. There's a win out there waiting for us.
Honestly, I can't think of anything that much anything good. There is a supply ship that comes in, but be ready for an absolute flustercup if you're going on there, because you will die. You'll probably die instantly. There is a lot of squads that go there. Now, if you do, this is what I do: pick up the first. If you experience a lot of squads going there, do on your behalf. Hang on, let me just turn that down.
This time.
Do on your behalf. Just, I don't know. Just jump, get the first loot you grab and jump off.
Maybe we land here, or maybe we don't. I'm fine with whatever.
Let's land here.
So once we come across there,
I hear you.
Hot Zone is also one of the most crowded places on the map, and one of my favourites. I have never seen anything this crowded, and it's over at Market, which is good.
You're in view of the enemy.
Right. Now we've already now we've learned all this. Time to talk about the weapons. I'm going to start off. I'd say try and find a wingman. Wingman is also one of my favourite guns to use, and it's a lot of fun to use as well, because you can take out enemies in pretty much it. But that is if you hit your shots, not like me. Now, Wingman is good only if you can hit your shots, because it's a close range weapon, sort of, but if you have like a digital threat sight, basically it's almost impossible to miss your shots because you highlight enemies in red. It's basically bright red, so yeah, you know. Where's this guy? Anyway,
I need help.
Anyway, I've got to mention about Mirage. Mirage is nearly as useless as Caustic. I don't really like Mirage, but it's your kind of call if you like him or not. I personally don't like him. Now, Mirage has not really had a bad reputation. He's had a good reputation because he can just take anybody out. But depending on what guns you have, he can send out his decoys and kill people. And also, but if the enemies shoot the decoy, they'll be highlighted in red for a short time. But that's pretty much it. And the Octane's down. Now, I don't really like Mirage. Reason being is because of, well, how pointless it is. Triple take. He's kind of pointless because when you go down, if you go down and your decoy's out, you can just cloak himself and run. But you're not really cloaked, you're still fairly visible. So I'd say, don't. Just don't. I think that's a Wraith anyway. Now, also we're gonna have a look at rarities. Now, rarities consist of 4 stages, and now, grey is normal, grey is common, blue is rare, purple is epic, and finally, yellow or gold is the best, of course, level 4. Legendary. But now you see the thing is, there is gold weapons lurking there is gold things lurking everywhere on the map. Now I haven't been in the game where there hasn't been a gold weapon, and we have. Now gold weapons are extremely hard to get though. You will be like, you can only get them out of care packages that come down automatically, not Lifeline cooldown packages. Now, getting the Kraber or the Mastiff is a tricky challenge indeed, because the Kraber and the Mastiff are the 2 most powerful, probably most powerful weapons in the game, aside from the R301. Aside from the R301, aside from the Spitfire and Peacekeeper loadout, because that thing is beast. Now, we're actually gonna have a look at loadouts next. Loadouts, I find one of the most trickiest challenges to pull, because you don't know what you can get. Honestly, one of my personal favorite loadouts always use some kind of AR or SMG, like the R301. Or the Havoc. The Havoc is probably one of the most overpowered beastly things in the game. I haven't been in the game where I haven't been in the game where there isn't a Havoc, and if I don't have a Havoc, I'm basically screwed. But that's one of my favorite things to do, because if you get something like a Havoc, an R301, Peacekeeper, or a Wingman, Spitfire, anything like that, you're basically set. You can hit your shots though, and the Spitfire is just legendary at killing people. I've never been in the game where people can't, where people like I haven't seen a Spitfire. Like there is every single kind of gun in the game, in any game.
Breathe easy, watch your side and never quit.
Introducing your champion.
Okay. Sorry.
Looks full over there.
Sorry, stop talking.
That. Let's explore this one.
Now, if you go places with high tier loot, there's guaranteed to be going to be enemies, unless you land somewhere far away with high tier loot, such as swamps, or anywhere else for that matter.
I'm going over there.
Now, swamps is one of my favourite places to drop if you're going straight out, because there's guaranteed enemies and you are ready. You're basically going to be ready anyway.
Attention. First blood.
First blood. Should have seen that coming. You're in their sights.
Beginning ring countdown.
Next ring's far.
Getting some damage over here.
Now, a strong loadout will always help you. That depends what you're best at. If you're good at defending, if you're good at killing, or any kind of thing, really. I'd probably say try and take a Havoc or something. Havocs do take a while to charge up, but honestly, I'd say no. Havocs do take a while to charge up, but that pretty much balances out the whole situation if you have a 301. If you can't get your shots off quick, then go for an 301 kill.
I've been down.
They spotted me. 2 shots. Phasing. Danger. Move.
Hey. And also, guys, when you're playing Wraith, always listen to the voices from the void. Always listen to the voices from the void, because they can help you out a lot. And don't die like I did. If you want to get good, guys, you're going to have to die a lot. Now, I'd say if you want to not use this guide, learn it now. You're going to have to die, just die a lot. Learn what other players use. Now, yeah, I'm just going to say that. Just do that, and you're basically good. Eventually, you will come into contact with someone from a really good Apex clan. Learn what they use, learn how they use it, and you're basically done. Busted. And now that's gonna be it for guys. And that's gonna be it for this video today. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please go and check it out. Now, today's shout out goes to a channel named Schmalti. If you guys haven't heard of him, Schmalti is kind of a comedy channel and a guide channel. He actually made a guide on Apex Legends too. I'm just gonna say this was not plagiarized, but this was inspired by him, and honestly, he's probably one of my favorite YouTubers ever. He made a guide to Piranha, he made a guide to Apex. I'm not sure what's next. I'm hoping they'll make some kind of guide to, I don't know, Angry Birds or something. That's just a joke. I made that up. Anyway, if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please go check out Schmalti. I cannot leave his link in the description this time because I tried to, it didn't work. Now, I'll see you in the next video.